Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Network for You. We welcome you all to our Python series. If you remember, we are doing the Python series Python for Network Engineer. So in our previous class we finished some operators. So now we are starting if, else if operator. So this is very important. In Python we are going to use this one for a example. If you want to say if a is equal to b, then print this one, else print another thing. Like that we can use. If you remember in your C language, when you are doing the C language, we are using else, if, else if, like that statement. Same thing in Python we are going to use if, if, else. So we are going to discuss this and we are going to do a small lab. Here I am going to do the lab in the Visual Code Studio. I wrote already lab in this one. Maybe you are afraid by seeing this so many things. Don't worry if you don't know anything. Just try to follow today class. In next class I will show you how you can install, from where you can download this Visual Code Studio. If you see here, this is a Visual Studio Code and I am using this one. This is last time I installed this one. Maybe 1 year old, so maybe we have more latest version. You can use the latest version. Anyhow, I will show you how we can download, how we can install, and what are the latest version you can use. So now we are going to start our small coding in this one, Visual Studio Code. In this one we are going to do the coding. So you need to be ready by installing this one. Okay, so let's discuss first of all theory, what I wrote here, why what is this we are going to discuss here. So here in this one what we are doing, we are learning the if, else if and else. So here we are going to discuss that one. So let me show you here. If you see here, Python if, else if and if. Let me make little zoom. If you remember till now, whatever we learn, till now we learn, if we write small code, it is executing in the sequence. Sequence means one by one in the order. Example, I wrote A is equal to B, C is equal to D, print something. I wrote like this in the code before in our previous class. So this command is executing first time, second time this one is executing, third time this one is executing. It is going in the sequence. Sequence means one by one. First it will do this, second it will take this order and it will follow, it will do. But now we are going to learn new thing. What is that new thing? Means if you want to skip, like if you want to leave something, example, I want to use this one, if I don't want to use this, and if I want to use this one, if I want to use skip some commands, so how I can do? So in this one we are going to learn that one. See here, simple way, A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 2, A is A into B, C is equal to A into B, D is equal to A plus B. Example, I don't want to execute this command. I need to delete this before, right? Now we can use some command, so we can exclude this one, include this one, or exclude this one, include this one by using if, else if. By using this one, we can include or exclude. Okay, so what we learn? We are going to learn that no need to execute the code in the sequentially, means in the order way. We can do whatever we want to execute, we can execute depending upon the condition. So I wrote here, till now we learn how we can execute code in sequentially. Now we are going to learn how we can run the code or skip some code and check if any condition is matched, then only this code will run, else that code will not run. We are going to do that one. How we can do? We can do by using if, else if statement to make the decision. So here I wrote a simple example. I wrote here, if you see here what I wrote here, this is a if. So I am saying here, first of all I am defining the variable. What I am doing? I am defining the variable iOS underscore version. So what is the meaning of this one? I am saying that like I created one variable saying that iOS underscore version. Why I am using iOS underscore version? Because Cisco routers and the switches is having the iOS. So for that purpose I wrote. If you want, you can write A is equal to 16 like that also, because we are dealing the networking. So that's why I use the related words. So what I use iOS underscore version is equal to 16. Okay, or any confusion here? So what next thing I am saying here, if this variable is equal to double is equal to, see here, this is the double is equal to, before we learn single is equal to use to assign the value, double is equal to use to compare the value. So here I use single, means I am assigning the value, I am putting 16 into this variable. But here I am checking double is equal to, means I am comparing, I am checking this variable is equal to 16 or not. I am saying if it is 16, then print yes, it is a version of 16. That's all. Okay. See, in this one it will print if version is equal to 16. If it is not, then it will not print. So what I am saying, the output we are going to get, yes, it is a version 16. If it is a 16, if I change this as a 15, then we will not have. That's all. Okay. So now let's do this one here. If you go in the Visual Code Studio, maybe you are confused. I wrote all codes in one file instead of creating individual files. So you can see this one. I am saying this one. Later I will check how I can zoom in this one. Maybe in the settings somewhere I can zoom this one also. Okay. Or if I click this one, no, I think somewhere I have setting. Now I did not remember. But anyhow, just remember that one. What I am saying here. Example, I want to if I want to print, this is the code, the one which we are discussing. I can copy or keep here only. Same thing just now what we discussed, I wrote here. I wrote iOS version is equal to 16. I am saying if this version is equal to 16, then print this one. Else it will not print. Okay, this is a code. Or if you are confusion, then let me copy and paste in the new file. Okay, so you will learn how we can create the new file also. So this is a code. I am copying this one. Just now I wrote before preparing the notes. Okay, let me close this one. So by seeing this all, you will be confused. So and let me create new file. How we will create? Click this one. Click new file. Okay. Now paste this code. I paste the code. We need to save this file. So where shall we save? Where shall we save? If we did not save, we don't have option to run this file. So we need to save. So what I will do, I will click save. So here I create one networking folder. In this all networking files I keep here. So here what I will do, I will give name, example I have A. So this one let me give as a ABC. Okay, abc.py. You need to write .py. So I keep .py. So this file is safe. When I save this file with .py, you have this option here. If you see this option. So with this one we can run the code. And we are going to get the output here in this place. Okay, in this place we are going to get the output. So what I will do, I will press this one. When I press this one, this file is executed. See here, this file is executed. And you have the output here. If you see, this is the output. What output? Yes, it is a version 16. If I go here and change this one as a 15, let's see, and then I will delete this history, or let me keep, and again I will run this code. When I run this code again, this is a file executed just now, but we don't have anything here. Why I don't have anything? I wrote if it is match as a 16, then only print this. Else I did not give any other statement, so it will not print. Okay, let me repeat again. See here what I am saying. This is a workspace, Visual Code Studio. We are going to use this software to do our labs, coming labs. So in this one, just go here in the file, create new file, and then paste the code, or you can type here. After that, you need to save this one. When you are saving, you need to give the name, and after that, if you want to give any name, example I will write ABC, you need to write .py, because this is a Python file, .py. This is the extension. Example C, this is the extension py. So don't forget to give the extension py. So I wrote the name abc.py. After that, you will see this one. This is a run shortcut. Just when you press this one, this code will run, and you will get this file name. After that, you will have the output. You have the output here. If you want to clear, if you have so many things here, you are confused, then press this one. It will delete everything. You will have empty. Then you can run the code again. So you will have the output whatever you are getting. See here the code is run and you don't have any output because this is not equal to 16. As we told, if this version is equal to 16, then only print this one. So that's why it is not printing. Let me change this from 15 to 16. Then it will print. Let me try here. See, yes, it is a version 16 because we wrote in the print function. If you remember, as per our previous class, we told whenever we use print function to put the output on the display. Means, example, if you want to show something on the display, we will use the print function. If you are new to our Python series, you can watch our previous video. We already discussed the function, print function and other functions. Example, if you want to print anything, you will use the print function. Already we discussed this in our previous class. Okay. So now this is a first code finish. Now you are happy, you are getting the output. So this one is done. Okay. And now if you want in shorthand, example, here we are writing 3 line. 3 line we are writing. If you want to print or write in 1 line, we can write in 1 line also. What we will do, just we will define the condition. If I done for other thing here, if 100 greater than 55, then you need to write this symbol. If you did not write, it will not work. Same thing here also we are writing. So after that, you need to write whatever you want to print. CPU is using high, router is using high CPU. What we are saying, 100 here we define. You can define anything. What I am saying here, example, if anything go 100, what I am saying, if my CPU go 100, then I want to generate the notification saying that router is using high CPU. So what I defined, if 100 is greater than this value. This value maybe later we will put X and we will put X value from the different source in the coming classes. But now I defined this one. So when this we will check, if it is not true, then it will not print. If it is true, then it will print. That's all. Okay. So this is a shorthand, means in 1 line we can write this one. Okay, so let me go here and check if we copy and paste this one again, or here I wrote in this one, not in this one, ABC. Here I done this one. Okay, if I run this one, what router is using high CPU because 100 is greater than 55. Let me copy and paste, so you will have here, maybe you will feel confusion. I will go in here. Let me delete this one. Okay, first one is finished, no need here. Now I will paste the second configuration, second code. See here what I am saying, if 100 is greater than 55. So example, if depending upon your logic, whatever logic you want to use, you can use. Just I am taking an example here. When we are going to write the code in the coming classes, that time we are going to use the accurate. But now just I am putting some numbers. Example, if I put, if 10 is greater than 55, then print this one. So when I press this one, let me delete first of all this, clear this one. Now this is a clear, you don't have anything. Let me run. So when I run, I don't have any output here. If you see, I don't have any output. Okay. So why I don't have? Because I am saying if this number is greater than this number, then only print this one. So now I increase this number. Now I increase the number and now I will run. So when I run this one, we have the output. If you see, this is output. Router is using high CPU. So in some coming classes, in the coding, we can use these types of issue. Like we can create one variable, and if we are going to check that variable again, saying that if this variable is greater than this one, or this variable is greater than that one, our CPU is using more or less. Like this we can do. Okay. But now in this class, just try to understand how we are using the variable, how we are creating the code, and how we are writing in the short form, that is shorthand if statement. Okay, after that we have nested if. Nested if means within the if. Example, in simple words, you can say inside the if. Here I am saying that if R1 is R1 in host name, print this device is a router. If this condition is okay, then again execute this condition. If this condition is not okay, don't execute this condition. Like statement within the statement is known as nested if. In simple words defined, statement within the statement is known as nested if. Okay, and see here what I wrote here. We can also use nested if. This can be useful if we want to check multiple condition. If you want to check multiple condition, then we can use nested if also. Let's see example. Here what I done, first of all I define variable iOS underscore version as a 16. Then I wrote host name is equal to R1. Okay, I am saying this one, and now I am checking. I am saying if this R1 is host name, or if R1 in host name, then print this one. So we will have this output as a displaying on the screen. After that I am saying if this version is equal to 16, then print this one also. So we will have two condition. If you want to add multiple condition, we can use nested if. Okay, even now if you are facing issue, no problem, try to practice and learn. When we write the big codes, you will have more idea about this one. Okay, now what I will do, this is example, right? So I already execute example here, so let me go to that file and take that one. This is an example for this one, nested if. Okay, and you need to give this space. If you did not give this space, this code will give you error. Anyhow, when we do the configuration, that time we will learn this one. Like if is here, then print is here, and if is here, like this we need to give the space. Okay, so now I will go here, let me remove this code now, and I will paste the new code, and I will delete this one, so all will be clear. Now I will run this code. So now I am running this one. If you see here what we get, this is a router. This is a, because host name R1 is there, so it is executed and this one is working, R1. After, if it is working, then you will see this one. If the version is also 16, then it is working this one. So both are printing. If you change here, example, instead of 16 I will write 15, and then let me clean and then again execute this one. See here, first command is working, this is a router, till here it is working, this is a router till here. After that they check it is not 16, so they did not print this one. Okay, so now let me make 16 again, and what I will do here, instead of R1 I will write this one as a R2, so this first condition will not work. Okay, what I am saying here, I am saying host name is R1, but here in condition I am saying if host name is R2, then print this one. But here I change R2, instead of R1 I change R2, so this command should not work, this will work. Let's try. What we are getting, both are not working. Why both are not working? Because this is inside this one. If and if this will work, then only this will work. If this will not work, then this will not work. Okay, nested if. So what I will do, I will again go here, I will change this one to R1, and then if you run this one, you will have this one, both commands saying that this is a, they are checking this is okay, then print this one, and after printing this one, check this condition, if this is also okay, print this one. That's all. Okay, or any confusion? No confusion, right? This one. So this one is finished. After that we have else. When we do not have a match with the if statement, anything else match the statement, else statement we can use. What I want to say you, example, see here, in simple, just see, we are saying if CPU load is greater than 90, if it is greater than 90, print this one. If it is not, then print this one. That's all. What I am saying, when we do not have a match with the if statement, everything else, whatever remaining, match with the else statement. If you are confused here, leave this one. You can write in your own words. Just understand, I am saying here, when we write with the if I write the if something is greater than 90, then do this one. If it is not, then do this one. That's all. Else this one. Like this you need to remember. If this is okay, okay. If this is not okay, do this one. Like I am saying, if I can give simple example. If it is raining, don't go to school. Else go to school. Like that, simple. Okay. Anyhow, let's do this lab so you will have the idea. So what I will do, I already wrote this code also here. Let me copy this one. What I am saying here, CPU. Okay. So let me copy this one and go in our file, ABC file, and remove the old code and put the new code here. And delete this one, so it is empty. Now I will run this code. When I run this code, what I am getting here, I am getting something error here. Maybe I paste some incorrect thing. Let me check what I paste. CPU load is 85. Okay, so let me check here. Maybe I did not give a space or what. Again same error. Let me check now. So I think I did not give the space here. So what we will do, I will move this here, because you need to careful. Anyhow, when we do the coding, you will have the idea about this one. Again move this one here, and now let me delete this and again execute and check. Yeah, see here what is the mistake what I done here. From we need to start from here only. this is a CPU load. After that only this line like this, let me write here what I am saying. This line should be same, this one. Before it is different, that's why it is not working. But anyhow, here what we are checking, we are saying that CPU load is equal to 85. Here we are defining the variable, but in the real scenario we can write the x value here and we can get the x value from the different parameter. Okay, so anyhow here CPU load is 85 and we are checking if this load move to 90, then print the CPU load is over 90%. If not, then print CPU load is okay. Okay, so what we done here in the first command, we assign the value. In second command we check, and when we check this is 85, so 85 is not greater than 90, so we will not implement this one. If we will not implement, else whatever is remaining we will do that one. So I am writing here CPU load is okay. If you see this one, CPU load is okay. Okay, so this is a what we can say which lab we done, else. Okay, this is a else. And in shorthand if you want to write, we can write in one line also, like print and load and threshold, same thing as we done in our previous, same thing. After that we have else if, because it become lengthy as per our student request, we need to make the small short video, so we need to do very fast, else it will become very lengthy video. So see here, shorthand else, if you want to do in the one line, we can write print this one if this is this, else this one. So what we are saying print this one if greater than 90. So in short, same thing this one, but in short we can write in one line. Okay, you can do in your PC, you can try this one, or let me show you. I already done here, so I will show you, so you will have the idea here. See here, let me run this one. So I run this one. Here this one, this is I am saying that one. So CPU load above the threshold if it is 90 greater than 85, else print CPU load is okay. So if you see here, we are saying the CPU load about threshold if 90 is greater than 85. So this one is correct. This output for this one, what we are saying, if the 90 is greater than 85, if you have 90 greater than 85, print this one, CPU load about threshold, else print this one. Example, if I will make this one instead of 90, I will make this one as a 50. Okay, and let me delete this one. Now I execute this one. If I execute this one, see here what we are getting, this one here CPU is okay. Why we are getting here, I wrote CPU okay. Okay, if I increase this one again from 50 to 90, and again I will clean this one, I will delete this one, I will execute this one, and if you see CPU load about threshold, this command. Okay, so this one what we can say, which one, this one, shorthand else. And last one we have else if statement. If you have a multiple if statement, then we can add by using the else if statement. How we will do? Example, this is a similar example. First what we done, I am saying here iOS version is 16, and here I am saying if this version is equal to 10, then print this version is, instead of 10 we need to write 16. Maybe by mistake I wrote this one here where I wrote this one. Okay, no problem, but anyhow, see here what I am saying, if this one is equal to, here I will change, if this one is equal to 16, then print this one, else check this condition. Here we are checking two condition, else check if this one is equal to 15, then print this one as a 15. If we don't have this two, then print we do not have the version of 15 and 16. So what we are doing, we are doing multiple statement here. Else if, first we are saying if it is equal to 16, then print 16. If it is not 16, check it is a 15. If it is 15, print 15. If it is not even though 15, then print that one, it is not a 15 and 16. If you want to check here, we can check here. Let me change this one to, instead of 10, I will change this one as a 15. I will delete this one and I will run this one. When you see here, when I run, this is the last, it is giving the iOS version is 16. But example, if I want to change this one from iOS version from this to 10 and run this one, then see what we are getting. We are getting this third condition, we do not have any version 15 and 16 because we have version 10, not the version 15 and 16. That's why we are getting this one. Okay, anyhow, try to watch this video and do lab. If you don't know how to install, in our coming classes I will show you how we can install this one. Okay, thank you very much for seeing our video. Subscribe to our channel, like our video, share with your friend who is interested in CCNA, CCNP and Python. Thank you. Bye.